Hey guys, this is Tigers coming back to you with Overwatch. I know it's been a while. Last time was at the end of last season, and I'm gonna say this now. The music that is currently playing, if I do basically get copyright warned, it's like you might want to because basically when they say it's not gonna affect you, I erase it from the parts of the video just to be safe. If you wanna know what song it is, check out the last few Overwatch streams. It's the same song in that. But today we are back with a new story. And it is a good one. And you'll know by the thumbnail what it's to do with. And I don't know exactly what the story is, but it's a lore drop. I don't know exactly what it's going to be about all that lot, but when I saw it, I'm like, yes. Now, quickly was mentioned, it's got Doomfist on the cover. This will be the first time I've heard anything about Doomfist since Vendella took over. Now, when I can actually, was Vendetta's takeover around? Or is it in Reign Talon. You know, back at like the end of season 20, beginning of season 21, back at the end of season 20 of Overwatch 2, beginning of season 1 of Overwatch was the last time we have seen anything to do with Doomfist. So we're gonna jump in, we're gonna watch it, and for those who only want to see the lore drop, see the new content, see what the current lore is, I'll get into it in a second. But for those who do want to, see gameplay and all that lore, I will also jump into that. Probably be a couple games in arcade and a couple games of comp.
I remember the day he fell. We stood in the ruin of a city block.
Also, guys, gonna quickly mention now by pausing this. If you can hear something in the background, it's my fan. It is extremely hot in the UK. It's been around like 28 to 30 degrees all day. It's not exactly been great. And if you're wondering where any Monster Hunter is, this is kind of the reason why there's not been done. Kind of. The actual full reason is Primordial Malzeno. Hopefully there'll be one on Monday, but I'll try out through next week to actually get through that hunt.
By the shattered remains of would-be peacekeepers. Nimbani, the city of harmony. Ridiculous. The unity they preached was an illusion, a comforting lie that's left everyone weaker for believing it. Nimbani was overdue for a challenge, I knew. But was this it? The wreckage wrought, the lives lost. All of it without thought, without purpose. Only one man gained from this. That's all of them! Get an order to the Vanguard! I want everything out of those ramparts! The beleaguered wheezing of my mentor had become all too familiar to me. Numbani had dubbed Akinji de Adeyemi their scourge. But I found that title far too generous. The years had been unkind to Adeyemi. He wasted his days indulging in the spoils of his trivial conquests, leaving him unfit for the head of Talon. And yet, his rule persisted. For who would dare to face the bearer of the Doomfist? A tool so powerful.
Is that the right arm for the Doomfist? I thought it was on the other arm. I will double check his skin after the death.
Could stand against him, no matter how weak he became. A super weapon reduced to a crutch. But I was no mere challenger. I was Adeyemi's student. I knew his techniques, his weaknesses. In effect, I had replaced him in every way, but in name. It's over, Adeyemi. But What are you on about? I cannot believe you've grown so complacent as to be blindsided by this. You will test my power while basking in my victory. Victory. Look around. All these efforts, pointless. Talon has endured your greed long enough. So long as you remain in charge, Talon will stagnate. You have one choice. Adapt or die. I will not have my reign challenged by some upstart. I honed you. I forged you. Without me, you are nothing. No!
So guys, for the most point, the I'm gonna say two previous leaders, there potentially might be someone after Doomfist and then Doomfist retook over. There might be people before Thingy, but for the most part, leaders of Talon wield the Doomfist Gauntlet, which I get why they wouldn't want to give it to Vendella, like skin-wise. But I'm surprised she, like, I also don't, I also think it'd potentially be, like, too big for her. Because while Vendella is powerful, she's not the bulkiest of people.
Without you,
But she more than makes up for that in, like, things like speed.
He laughed. A mirthless laugh. Any pretense of...
Okay, so I was thinking that for the most part, it was basically like an attachable thing that attaches onto your arm. Either the two last leaders of Talon have only had the one arm and the gauntlet made up for that, or B, Doomfist willingly cut off his own arm.
All contempt was gone from him. He understood that this fight would be his last. So that's it. You think to be my successor, that you simply deserve what I have built. I was ready, hungry, but something wasn't right. Weight pressed down on me, making each movement a struggle. I strained to focus on my mentor, but his image blurred and twisted before my eyes. It is as I taught you long ago. Power is not...
Okay, yeah, it is on the other arm.
Down. This time, it was not Adeyemi's voice that spoke this lesson. It must be...
I was about to say, that looks like Junko, and it's like, no, it's Mandela.
The fight was over, but he knew enraged as I woke. A fight to move, to breathe, to survive. How far had I fallen? Pain and numbness rendered me...
It must just be able to go on either arm then.
The storm overhead stung my open wounds with pelting sleet. But when I reached out, tried to rise from the ground, I felt nothing.
I mean, you had your arm cut off, Doomfist.
Pain of a limb.
Which does just mean it's not just something over your actual arm.
I had lost the gauntlet. I'd lost. I had been beaten. When I had usurped Adeyemi all those years ago, I had believed myself far too capable to repeat his mistakes. But
First of all, it does bring up a few questions. One, Vanilla didn't finish him off, which means he's going to come back, and I honestly do think Doom will probably come back stronger and basically come back with either A, he'll get a rework to make him more fitting with tank, or B, he'll come back stronger cinematically. His gameplay won't change, but he will basically just come back stronger. I believe one or the two, because otherwise if he just comes back how he was, I believe he'll find some way to get back the Gauntlet, which means I'm presuming he's going to get someone like Reaper, Widow, or Sombra. More than likely someone like Reaper and Sombra. Sombra can get in, hack the way in, Reaper can steal it. Sombra also could, but I presume one of them two to steal back the Gauntlet, find someone to re-equip it to his arm, and then launch a counter-attack. But Talon has kind of done more damage since Rendella's been in charge.
faith had been vanity in itself. And now, I had fallen by the same path I had risen, found wanting by another, and buried beneath my own failures. There was only one choice left for me now. Adapt or die. No, I will not meet Adeyemi's fate. I will not bear the legacy of short-sighted failure, of one who has outgrown his own ambition. I know which choice I must make. I've come too far to stop now. My story continues in Overwatch.
So guys, it does also leave a few unanswered questions. Now that does also answer a few questions. What's currently in arcade? Okay, so what we'll do is we'll do a couple games of 1v1 eliminated duel, and then a couple games of comp. But what it does leave is, and I'll go over this once we get into a game, but it does just leave a few unanswered questions. But guys, I'm back since I get into a game. So Zenya, not Greninja, Genji, and Reaper. I'm gonna go with Reaper. Not Wrecking Ball. But yeah, Reaper's like my OG. I'm okay as Genji, and I'm not too bad with Zen. Zen used to be my original character I played when I needed to play like support. I then slowly started playing more Brick, more Mercy, but then over the years since Kiriko came out, more transitioned to her probably since like season 3 or 4 of Overwatch 2. Damn it. But yeah, guys, the unanswered questions it does kind of leave are, where is Doom now? Ooh, Serena. But yeah, where is Doom now? Because he's not going to still be out that window, because I'm pretty sure Vendetta would have the common sense to send scouts. It also does leave another question of, Reaper, Widow, Sombra stuck around while Doom was in charge. Vendetta made a lot of big changes, which meant Widow and Sombra were out. Now, being in mind, Widow is the equivalent of emotionless, and Reaper left because he had to. Reaper's loyalty is kind of like to essentially whoever pays him the most. But yeah, like, damn it. But yeah, Reaper's loyalty is based on most, but kind of rely on who pays him the most, kind of. He's definitely more the mercenary type at this point. Playing 3 characters that I like to play, Cassandra is kind of one of those. She's probably like my 4th DPS person character at this point, because I still think Sombra's probably 3rd. But Anwen's definitely my 2nd. And, like, what's happening next? Because Doom literally says to himself, I'm either gonna die or adapt. That's something I also need to double check, because I keep seeing that Anwen skin pop up, and I'm like, where in the hell was that in the store? I'm playing terrible today. But, yeah, so it does just leave a few questions along those lines. But again, quickly gonna cover, Goanna. Because, that Hazard would be a better pick, so would me. So I want to see whether they are, or whether it's just fortune or luck, or whether they are predicting what character I'm playing. Okay, at this point, it's just getting creepy. But the only character we haven't ended up playing that same character as is Reaper. Damn it! I was close. But yeah, so quickly going to cover why there's going to be one Monster Hunter this week, and why there only will be one Monster Hunter next week, if I can get one filmed. It all does just come down to the fact that I tried both Sunday and Monday to film Monster Hunter. It got to a point where I spent like an hour trying to get into both hunts. And yes, I could have spent longer, but at that point I would have spent even longer. I was already up to like half 10, it was half 10. If I'd then spent an additional hour, that's half 11. I record late, so I don't really want to be spending 2-3 hours to not even get into a hunt. Jesus Christ. Damn it. But yeah, that's kind of the reason. Not getting into hunts, and for anyone does just say, you'll get into one eventually, or just set one up. Yeah, GG, they played good. Fair enough, game. But like, yeah, if anyone does just say, you'll eventually get into one, or just set one up. One Primordial Magazine has been kicking my ass with whilst being in hunt with other players. Yeah, raising it's not going to do the exact same thing when I'm not in a hunt with other players. Two, that just removes the fact of spending 3-4 hours. Anyway guys, I'll be back soon to get into a game. So guys, we're in a game. Vendetta is an option. Nah, I want to play Shannon, because I'm really enjoying playing her. It did! So guys, one thing that does that I do really question when it comes to elimination and like basically arcade game modes where you change characters out, like from like deaths or rounds, is they can still count towards your towards like your 15 games or like 15 games as in like characters with you not. Yeah, that was close. For your top 15, if they happen to be a case of, I think, not your last character, I'm 100% going to be a dick here. Like I said, guys, I could talk about the World Cup and about America being sore losers for hours. Not going to, though. But, see, I'm saying that. I don't know whether England, like, because when this comes out, it'll be Saturday. I don't know whether England will play tonight or whether they'll play Friday night. And I don't know how England did in their game. So we're going to be somewhat more humble. Damn it! Oh, I played chicken with that too much. I was going to chuck it as soon as I knew where Slick before, so basically, I played chicken and I failed. Again, going to be a dicker. There are a few characters in this that I do think are kind of dickish to pick.
Now it's going to get interesting.
I didn't even need the turret. Like, granted, the turret probably did get a few shots in, but it wasn't the thing that got the final kill. Like, Torbjorn mains bugged me for that specific reason. Well, Sojin some, you know, love. Because I have my own problems with Sojin at this point. She willingly tossed it to, like, the Overwatch needed to disband. The world went to hell, and now it still kept her command post. I get when Overwatch reformed that they would need someone in charge. But are you telling me Winston doesn't hold a high-ranking position? You telling me Tracer doesn't hold a high-ranking position? Damn it. We'll go half served. But yeah, like I said, guys, if England do end up losing in the like whether on the Friday night or whether they'll lose in tonight's game, because I know they're playing over. I know it's the weekend. I don't know exactly when. Then what I've said, I will be a little bit more humble, but either way, I don't know at the time. So
Fight.
take that a pinch of salt. That was getting close, and I didn't like it. Here we go. But yeah, guys, there's proof, like, not hour-wise, but, like, I have spent a lot playing Jericho. Like, I play a lot of role queue and I end up in support, which means I end up playing a lot of Jericho from that.
Fight.
Like, if Overwatch carries on going for a good, like, 3-4 years, I honestly reckon Jericho will end up in my top 3. Healers in this either have to be stupidly strong like Moira and Zen and Bath, or Brig, or you don't really want to be playing them. I've not played Junkrat in a while. Like, he's not one of like I have a set of characters that I sort of rotate around when it comes to playing specific roles. Like D.Va used to be in that rotation, but like I liked my top 3 being the top 3. And basically what happened was D.Va was starting to get into a point where she was starting to come into my top 3. And GG. And basically the problem with having a DPS in your top 3 that you want to keep there, you have to purposely go out your way to play that DPS character. Now, I know what some people might be saying. I've got DPS in my top. I've got like 3 DPS in my top 3. I don't have to go out my way to put, play them on all up. In that case, you're one of those players that instantly log DPS that refuse to change. That instantly will decide we need a tank and support, but refuse to switch. So I don't like you. No, that was a dumb mistake. That was a dumb mistake. I'm gonna jump into role queue comp first for DPS before I get jumping into normal comp. Don't need to see the rest of that. See, my rank was starting to go okay, so I want a Shannon, I want a Torbjorn, I want a Hanzo. I then win a say Junkrat. They then get their 4th win as me then playing say Vandella, and then I would then get my next win. But no, they managed to get both, and it wasn't fun. Anyway, guys, considering like I'll literally show you, it's going to take me at least 5 minutes. I'll be back soon to get into a game. So, guys, we got into a game, and now, guys, the one downside to jumping into Rogue 2 DPS is it takes a while.
Choose heroes.
The damage opinion has to deal with as like Amran or Reaper. Torbjorn's a dick, and I don't really want to deal with him on the enemy team. And May's not as annoying on the enemy team. Sombra, Widow, Jetpack, and Moira. Yay! Okay, so Open Queue has 5 bands, but Raw Queue only has 4. Interesting. Also, guys, I'm playing a game on Raw Queue now because I need to get one done at some point during this season. I also need to do tank and support, but I can even chuck them in at any point. They're not going to take me half a century to load in.
The fire in my
But like I say, when this comes out, England, unless the game gets delayed, will start playing when I'm streaming. Although I'm saying that now, if any Americans do come out and start being dicks about the World Cup, I will straight up just be kicking you. Because I won't be dealing with it.
I'll do it properly this time. Deploying rock unit.
Although I will say now, in 1 week, I've been nice this week that you've had 2 Overwatch content and 2 rivals.
The enemy's back. Be ready. Cutting off. Blazing a path.
Just because, like, for the first few games, I'm like, eh. Nah, I mean, okay, game, but I am on board. And the reason why I know that is an annoying game is because you would have given the countdown. But again, I'm running a moving flame form doesn't count. I don't think.
Whatever awaits us, I am prepared.
Depending on how this game goes, I don't know whether I will be jumping into an all game comp. I might, I don't know. Fan the flames! Like, guys, you have no idea how much, like, time and, like, keeping you alive that you're supposed to generally do. I tried to rush to see if I could burn them all. Because at least that way with burn, Harissa could get more damage done. Kinda stupid for me to try it, but it's kinda worth it. I know I definitely useful to... Admiral's Flame's kind of something you do want to keep as an emergency yell out GM3 card. But it's also something to use just to get yourself back to point. Boom! And now, note to myself, remember to keep this part short. Because, guys, I've said a few times, basically, I have an hour from the fact of using an app on PlayStation called Jet Factory, which is the way I edit. It's useful, because it's free, and it's also pretty decent anyway. But yeah, like, I have an hour, which means anytime I, like, for instance, anytime I film Overwatch, and I go over the, and, like, I'm, you know, not as fast as I would have liked to be within that, like, hour for recording. I'm like, oh god. So, because the quick, like, the on-kit game modes really aren't, like, that long, and I don't like essentially cutting them. But sometimes you have to, but, like, because sometimes there are parts in there that's like, yeah.
I am in danger.
Oh, damn it. You know, really? You sat and took the shot? In my defense, I was rushing forward.
Time to step up my training regimen. Deploying
Oh, their hand is an idiot for falling off the map. Full on saying that the fact of that, in my most recent Marvel Rivals video, I did. Also, quickly, that's why I do have 2 seconds. And when it comes to these dailies, pick 3 that you know you can do, because that's all you get the beneficial for, like, it's all that you need. Because trust me, I'm then not going to spend, yes, because it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world, but I think it'd be like 4 or 5 games of comp. And I'd have to need to get like 20 like kills in each. This is my sixth game. Damn it. This is my 6th game that I've played of Overwatch today. 3 in quick play, and then the 3 arcades, and then this. I've got a combined total of under 50. The triple and Ash. So that ball placement was sneaky but good. I probably will just end it with doing 3 games of arcade. I'll see how long the next 2 games of arcade take me. If it doesn't take me too long, I will chuck 1 game of comping. But guys, I've vexed to get into a game. So guys, we've got into a game. But yeah, got into a game. And as I literally said, like, I'll be back soon to get into a game. I double checked the score, and yeah, from the looks of it, France are at the minute are winning. Whether they're going to win, but the France score at the minute is 2-0, which is interesting. Like I say, I'm pretty sure they're one of the favourites to win. I think Spain's another. I'm not going to be that surprised if France and Spain end up in the finals. I'm honestly not. Like, I don't want I'd like England to be up in the finals. How the fuck did Echo heal? Like, Reaper heals from shooting. How the fuck did Echo heal? But yeah, so France and Spain, I think, are gonna be the 2 in like the semi-finals. I'd like to say England. I'm not 100% sure. I think France and Spain are. And then I think it would potentially be Argentina, but I wouldn't put it past Switzerland. And then the England game, I'd like England too. Jesus fucking Christ. I'm going some levels of bullshit. Yeah, we're just going to be a dick in this move. But like I say, I'm pretty sure France and Spain are. France at the minute, from the looks of it, were playing good. And Mokoko, dead. Again, they could come back and win 3-2. They need to score 3 goals to win. Don't do this match. Oh, God. This is going to end up with 2 symmetrics sitting in their spawns, isn't it?
Lining sentry positions.
Yes. Very much slower victory, but still a victory. The problem with characters like Symmetra, like, she can do a Symmetra lock, which is just no fun. Gonna go Genji, gonna regret it, but I've had some fun. I'm 100% gonna regret this, aren't I? It's not gonna be funny regret, it's gonna be a case of, what the fuck did I choose this? Okay, Bastion's not the worst thing in the world. That's why I hate Bastion. See, Bastion used to have to sit still to do that. Like, he didn't used to have his move. Yes, he doesn't have it permanent, but he used to have to sit still. For the funds at this point, so I'm pretty sure this game's going to be a loss either way. Wow, yeah, we should go on a loser streak tonight. Not what I was expected. Twelve HP. Oh, no, I was wrong. I need 2 more deaths for them, but they need to kill me twice for them to win. We'll go for Ash. Mainly because anytime I do play Ash, I think to that one very specific short. Which I'm pretty sure someone called AI. Which, if that's the same person was watching, it wasn't. There's an actual video of it. Oh my god, oh god. It's gonna be Wrecking Ball. No, I won't say. I want to say it was Katy Perry's song. I'm not 100% sure if it was. But I want to mention a specific song that has the word Wrecking Ball in it, but I'm not going to. Because I don't fancy getting copyright strike.
She's gonna blow.
Wrecking Ball Vish, shit. Ash gonna need a dynamite to actually explode. I thought you rolled into that. Gonna go Arista and hope they go Juno. Or Bash, or back East. I keep forgetting I've got gold on Arista. Basically, guys, a nice fun story here. Back when the Mythics, I was like full on like, yeah, I'm gonna like get them. I was like, I think Arista's potentially might be the first one. I was like, I'm gonna get every Mythic in gold, like their weapons in gold. Because at the time, I think I'd got everyone I wanted in gold. Like, there was no one else I wanted. And, so yeah, because of the fact of not wanting anyone else at the time, because I have to. And, like, so I ended up getting things like Arissa's gold, Anna's gold, Moira's gold weapons, and I basically started getting them for each mythic. Along the line, I basically stopped playing as much comp. So it basically turned from, this can be done, to, I highly doubt it. Yeah. A tank burst DPS 9 times out of 10. Especially a tank with a barrier plus additional arms. Yeah. Hey, I don't get many players in the game. And I was trying to push them off the edge. I then just go yum. I surprisingly want a Symmetra. Surprisingly. Alright, quickly double check the score. Or find it up, it's the same. Gonna say I'm expecting like a 3 goals to this point to France. But anyway guys, I'm busting to get into a game. So let's go into a game. I don't know, I could click out when enough practice gonna be like waiting for your teammate. And it's like, why load into a game if you haven't got a teammate? Like guys, it does something that doesn't stupidly bug me, and it's just like something I only ever like remember when I do jump into 1v1 like mystery duel or limited duel. And it's like waiting for your teammate, and it's like the game wouldn't be able to load if there wasn't a teammate. I will say now, Savannah's weapon looks unique. Because it doesn't... Ha! Damn it! Oh, they were so close. And guys, I'm saying this now. I said it before. I said it when I'm pretty sure I said it when I got Anna's skin, Anna's last mythic. This suits her so much better than her original one did. Like, I don't know if I would return Anna's and Mercy's original mythics to get the points back, but I think the option would be nice. Or like make it so when they do make remakes that they're not as expensive to get. Because Overwatch really don't give you enough.
Must sting.
Oh no! I keep getting so close. It's getting annoying at this point. And guys, I promise I'm not doing this on purpose. I'm gonna regret you playing Junkrat again, but Junkrat.
Fight.
Okay, this is getting annoying. How the fuck am I getting them down to so close? Let's see, who are my options? Freya. Have I not changed Freya's? But have I not changed Freya's skin? And it's like, yeah, I've got other legendaries. I don't know why. I don't think the skin perfectly suits Freya, but I weirdly like it on her. I think it's a cool skin in a weird way. See, the problem with dealing with someone who can heal as a DPS is they can infinitely heal. Unless you can outrush them, you're kind of snookered. Please got Emery just to recreate that one moment in like her trailer where she's taking down, you know, Emery and Freya. I doubt it, but it'd be cool. And maybe this time I could take, you know, Emery down. Damn it. Okay, so I'm presuming they're a soldier main. Okay, yeah, I didn't get close that time. No, I was trying to go for the one, but soldier outfired.
Dodge this.
They were on 36 health. One shot and I probably would have killed them. Guys, I am going to chuck a game of comping. Another game of comping. This time it will just be normal, and I'll be back to get into a game. Right guys, we're in a game and I'm choosing push maps. They're generally quicker. And, oh god, if we do get the push map, oh god. I've seen it before, people instantly jump to the case of, why do we get the one map that one person voted? Why can't I get my map that, you know, 2 people voted for? And it's like, yeah, god. I mean, we have 222. I don't want to see Zarya, and I don't want to see May or Torbjorn. Sombra, Zarya, and I'm gonna say maybe Tracer and Ramatra. Like Ramatra's gonna be one of them. Sombra and Zarya are gonna be the others. I'd be surprised if any of the other 2 I picked would be. Nope. And I did call it. So I was like, Sombra, Zarya, 100%. I'm gonna say Tracer. It's like, and it's like, nah, Ramatra, and it's like, no, it turned out it was. Have they gone back to? I thought Comp was a 5, but I could be wrong. I'm mistakenly wrong.
Activating the barrier. Enemy vector calculated.
Oh god, they got Malga too. Although he can still fire after it's placed down. But asking for it to be boosted to 7 to 800 too much. Like mine's got what, 14, 15? And yeah, he's immobile. Like he can't do anything apart from shield. Still I'm asking for it a couple of hundred. Like Sigma Shield can get instantly obliterated if you've got the right teammates, and they do. Oh, thank you, Payload. Damn you, Hanzo. Although, guys, like, I don't, like, I'm not saying I judge from this, but it is kind of funny to look at some players' names and be like, because a while ago, back when it was still called Overwatch 2, Overwatch gives players the option of being able to, you know, change their name, change what is being displayed in game, and I'm like, because this back, like, this was years ago, this was like 2-3 years ago when and I was like, you know what, I want mine left as what it is, which is what's displayed right under my hat. It's kind of my old Excellent Game Attack name, where most of it comes from. The 21 was just the case of, when set on a PlayStation account, I was like, well, I just want to use my old Xbox Game Attack. And, so I typed it in and I'm like, okay, I can't. Turns out there's someone on PlayStation with the name. I was like, you know what'll be funny is if I just go 21 and put 21 on the end. And I don't really regret the decision. But it's one of those cases where, I will say, overall, I don't regret putting 21 at the end. Because I kind of like having a number at the end. Only a couple, like, there would have been a number that would have been tempted, and it would have been 69. But, yeah. 88, like, cause 88's kind of, 88 was also temptation. Just because, 2 8 to 16.
It is time someone cleaned up this lawless wasteland.
So, there was that. And a number I'm happy I didn't do, and it wasn't even in the running, but it's like 67. Because I know for a fact I would then got people being like, when 6-7 became a meme, which is stupid.
Just say the word.
Which I get, that's the point. And it's like, I wouldn't have heard the end of it, would have been like, dude, you're, because the people would have been like, you really put 6-7 at the end of your name? It's like, no, I didn't put 6-7, I put 67, there was the difference. I didn't put 6 then 7, I put 67. But thankfully I despise odd numbers more. And the reason I don't like odd numbers is just, I prefer being, when half is something, I like being able to half it. I was about to say, hold on, wait, did I forget the wife in it? And it's like, no. See, kind of.
Sojourn en route.
It kind of look like Triple Z, because I completely thought, I was like, did I forget the Y? All these years, have I forgot the Y? And it's like, well, I'm not paying to fix it. Because PlayStation do give you an option, I don't know how you do it, I would have to ask it me. Because years ago, Mick did change his name from, I'm not going to say from what to what, because I can't remember from what.
Was there a miscalculation?
But I can tell you now, if I did for some reason put 6-7, which I'm thankful I didn't, because it's saying that it wasn't even an option.
Moving the payload. Shut it down.
I 100% would have been like, king. PlayStation, can I by chance change my username if I like why? Well, this is my username. These are the numbers at the end of my username. Ah, yeah, sure. Guys, if I had granted, bear in mind, I created my PlayStation account end of 2018.
Rise from darkness into glory.
And the reason I say end of 2018, because I got it for Christmas when I got Spider-Man that year. Back when I got the PlayStation 4.
We can't let
Which kind of like seems like a dumb and reckless thing, because like, because I had that, because I think I spent more time on the PS5 than I did the PS4. And but then again, the PS4 was cheap, and I wanted to play Spider-Man. Which was the sole reason I did. Although, if Spider-Man PS4 never came out, I don't think I would have stopped doing content. I wouldn't be streaming.
They're moving the payload.
I wouldn't be
Shut
playing
it
Marvel
down.
Rivals. There are several games I wouldn't be playing. Like, the Monster Hunter series wouldn't exist. I wouldn't be playing ARK. I potentially might have ended up getting into like the Yu-Gi-Oh games on PlayStation. Because there are 3 Yu-Gi-Oh games on PlayStation. And as far as I'm aware, I only really recommend 2 of them. One more than the other. There is Yu-Gi-Oh! Legacy of the Duelist, which is basically going over
I'm on fire.
the
If you're watching,
first 4 seasons. What I refer to as Duel Monsters, which is the original series, you know, Yugi, Kaiba, Joey era. GX, Jaden, Zane, Alexis, that era. The 5Ds, Yusei, Crow, Jack, Caesar, Zaxel, Yuma, Shark, Kai, and then that's it. And I don't really recommend it because it's a case of it's old and outdated, and it's old and outdated cards. There are newer cards that come out. And then Yu-Gi-Oh! Legacy of the Duelist, I think it was like Link Evolution, which then not only had the first 4, also then just had the second, also then had 5Ds, which is Yuma, Yuya, Zuzu, Declan, and had the Pendulum era. And then it had Link, and then it had Rage, which was Playmaker, Varus, Soulburner, Blue Maiden, that era. And I don't not, like, if you want to go through the Yu-Gi-Oh! Story, and like, then something I do kind of recommend doing is going through it. Because you then get to participate in duels like Yugi, Kaiba, and Joey and play their deck. Not 100% of how their decks work. But you get to play the cards that you played in those decks, because the annoying part is, and this is the annoying part, they take the cards that they played in that deck, in that duel, which there are a couple, there is one particular duel in the Duel Monsters era, that I don't think is impossible to beat with Yugi's deck, but it is a goddamn pain in the ass to do. I don't think I ever did. And it is a duel from Season 4, the Aarakocra arc, the Seal of Arakoka. I know if I pronounced Arakoka wrong. And it's the Yugi and Kaiba duel versus Darts, except without Kaiba because yeah, it'd be potential, but again, they put Yugi because he did overall survive and he did play more of a part in it. And because he used the Knight cards, the legendary Dragon Knights, those are the cards he's then using. And I tell you what, it is a pain in the ass. Because you need specific summoning conditions. It's just honestly a pain. Although I will say now, one of my most... Oh, they got a Reinhardt. One of the only duels I've ever had where I went into the duel being like, oh my god, this is on a, I've got to win as quick as possible, is a duel from Season 2. It was Yugi versus... I think his name was... No, was it Seeker? It was Yugi versus the person using the fake copies of Exodia, and if you don't know what Exodia does, it's an instrument. And trust me, they have all 3 copies in it. It's like, am I gonna lose instantly? And honestly, Exodia decks that are designed to draw every single card in their deck within the first 2 minutes, are terrifying to duel against. Thankfully, Exodia's kind of moved past that and moved to a case of being a beatdown deck where it negates your shit and then just does like 10,000 damage. Cause that's fun.
Death has no dominion over me.
But that's terrifying when thinking as my opponent drawed all 5 pieces of Exodia. Because trust me, that's not fun. And then there's Yugi Master, which I do recommend if you want to learn, if you're like dueling. It's actually a good way to duel. Hold on, wait, Torbjorn's still up there? Yeah. But thankfully the team was able to hold it off. But like I said guys, I do honestly, if you want to learn how to duel, use Master Duel. The reason I do also still recommend Link Evolution is it tells you the story of Yu-Gi-Oh! In a much quicker format. Because they tend to have like 2 or 3 copies of each card that was seen in the duel. Which I will say now, I get. Right, need to make alterations until you get to the finals, like era. Because he didn't pull that slope until he first duel against Kaiba. Because until he first dueled back for Korra. Because at that point he's like, well I can't really hold back. Which was understandable, but at the same point, you had fucking Slifer. Why the fuck were you not busting that shit out more? But at the same point, it's kind of good because, quite frankly, seeing 2 people go under the case of my Egyptian gods are stupidly powerful. We didn't need to see that. Like, we really didn't need to see that. Victory. Now guys, this recording is almost 2 hours. Almost. So I have no idea how long overall gonna be. Like, this round is definitely gonna get cut down to probably about 10-15 minutes. Instead of like 20 or 30. Also guys, let me know in the comment section below, one if you are new out, please let comment below. Let me know in the comment section below whether you want me to start or do 3 games when I do when I like react to trailers. It will basically just make the records quicker. Because I go from being almost an hour worth of footage, almost like 2 hours, like an hour and a half to 2 hours worth of footage, down to about down to about like 45 minutes. Which would be probably about 20 minutes. But anyway, let me know that. Also guys, thanks for watching, and this is Tiger signing off, and I'll see you next time. Bye!